The past few weeks, Dennis Owens has been taking us on a road trip on one of the country's first major highways, Route 30. This week, a few more stops in Adams County before he got to the Gettysburg National Military Park. He checked out a couple places that showcase what life was like for civilians during the Civil War.
Of course, in Adams County, there's the big Gettysburg battlefield, but in the town, you should take a moment to stop and look at so many of the buildings that were here when the battle actually happened, like here at the Shriver House.
It was taken over by Confederate sharpshooters during the battle. We use it today as a classroom basically, to tell the civilian side of the Battle of Gettysburg.
Families learned the hard way that invading soldiers didn't treat houses with respect. They looted and ransacked, and many residents refused to evacuate.
There were a lot of folks of German descent, like my family, and I get it. They don't want their stuff touched. They don't want their stuff messed with, so they stay here to protect it.
But the Shrivers fled. Confederate sharpshooters took over the attic, likely killing Union soldiers. But
we know 2 Confederates were killed in the attic.
They had fired through those smaller openings, got shot through them too.
They actually did forensic testing in 2006 and found blood stains under both of the holes.
There's also blood in arguably Gettysburg's most toured dwelling.
We're at the Jenny Wade house here in Gettysburg, PA. Jenny Wade was the only civilian killed during the Battle of Gettysburg.
Wade was actually visiting her pregnant sister, thinking her house was safer. It was until Union soldiers retreated and Confederates pursued.
So that puts this house in the middle of 2 fighting armies. But the most important thing is while she's here, she's feeding the tired and hungry Union soldiers. She's also going outside and tending the minor wounds that the soldiers have right on her sister's lawn here.
Jenny was baking bread in the kitchen with her back to 2 wooden doors.
At about 8:30 that morning, a stray bullet from the direction of the Farnsworth house will come through the kitchen door, through the parlor door, striking her right below her left shoulder blade, where it pierces her heart and kills her instantly.
It wasn't intentional, it was fatal. Eerily, holes through those 2 doors remain.
Nobody really was aiming at her. It just was a wrong place, wrong time.
But this house has been the right place for a long time. They've done tours here for 125 years.
So we opened in 1901, and I feel like it's a generational thing, and everybody's so intrigued with Jenny Wade's story.
From a singular death to mass casualties.
When the Confederates launched their attack here on the afternoon of July 3rd, they sent about 12,000 soldiers to attack this Union position that had about 7,000 soldiers.
It's known as Pickett's Charge, Confederates running across an open field.
And the Union cannons opened fire on them. Eventually, the Union soldiers opened fire on them with their rifled muskets, and it really became, to some degree, shooting fish in a barrel.
A few courageous Confederates got over that stone wall, but no further. It's called the high water mark.
This is as far north as they would get. The Confederacy would ultimately retreat from Gettysburg, retreat from Pennsylvania, back across the Potomac River, back into Virginia, and they would never have this kind of momentum ever again.
Months later, President Abraham Lincoln came to Gettysburg to consecrate the cemetery, and in a 2.5-minute address, galvanized the effort.
And so that speech reminded everyone that freedom is what everyone was fighting for. And that was the thing that we must not forget. And that is something that reverberates all the way through today.
So Lincoln gave his Gettysburg address just down the road, but there was one president that had a Gettysburg address, Dwight D. Eisenhower, and his home is open for tours.
The Eisenhower farm is one of the hidden gems here in Gettysburg, and the 34th President of the United States, Dwight David Eisenhower, and his wife Mamie actually lived here in Gettysburg.
And her decorations, his gadgets are still there. 1950s and 60s America on display.
It really is a fantastic time capsule. It's a beautiful way to transport yourself back to a different era.
And just one of many fantastic stops along Route 30. In Gettysburg, I'm Dennis Owens.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27, and we're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the home page, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.